Aries, in the next 48 hours, you are going to realize that you've been imprisoned. Is it a situation? Is it an environment? Is it a thought process? This is a lack of patience. This is wanting, pushing, making it happen too fast, pushing it for it to grow too fast, making it happen too fast. Something along those lines has put some sort of hold on you here. Consequences of non-compliance can be severe and lasting. Disregard for rules disrupts order and invites conflict. Hidden legal danger lurk and threaten your peace. Something about that is here where I also say, it also has, I want to follow the rules we set, and not be tempted to break them. I value our boundaries and I know that they protect us. So there is something going on here that makes you feel like you're imprisoned. I also feel like that is putting you in a position of feeling like you're going around the path over and over and over and over again. And this puts you in a position of like a feeling of, can we grow past this? Is this growable? Are we locked into this amount of growth? Can we grow any further past this? So there's a little bit of loneliness that's going on here. Distant twin flame fuels your spiritual journey and inner growth. So there could be somebody that's distant from you, somebody that you feel is far away, that is fueling what you could be or what you can become. But it's also even somebody who is not a part of your life right now, because there's a false flame that's going on here. So either you already know about them, but you will still have them, or there's some sort of interaction that's going on here with a false flame and a twin flame. And that's not usually my direction to go into, because a twin flame means that you're half a soul and the other person is the other half. And then when you come together, you become a whole. And it says solo venture reveals hidden truths and personal growth. That's exactly what you're going through right now. However, to interject, to intervene, to make their way in is money worship. There could be a worship of money that's coming in here. It's sparking your heart. So this could be good or not so good. And it's saying that if you can put this into a good direction, this could open your heart. But the thing is that it could lead to petty gains. Petty gains. Not enough. If we worship the wrong thing, then we're going to end up asking for help. I feel like Spirit wants you to commit to the right things. They're giving you an ultimatum. They're making you feel like if you don't make the right step, you will not take a step forward. But if you can value the right things, you will be more than rich. You will have big surprises, and you will find your twin flame, or your twin flame will make themselves available to you. You are moving forward right now, but Spirit does not want you to get wrapped up and enlisted, is what they're giving me, enlisted with the wrong idea. Do not sign the wrong contract. Spirit's giving you a breakthrough that is going to bring in some clarity here, that's readjusting the way you're looking at things and making you understand that you've got wisdom beyond your years, beyond what you perceive is your experience. And you're also moving through your intuition here, which is going to give you a big upper hand, only if you listen. Let's get you some tea. What is the tea for Aries here? Whoa, that literally flipped. Moves in silence. So there could be like this sort of silent projection, silent trajectory that's going on here with the imprisonment and with the loneliness, because that's where it landed. You're growing in silence. Spirit's asking you for a vacation, to break away from the norm, to break away from the everyday, so you can see what it looks like when you come back. So it's almost like you need a little bit of a change in order to see what happens here. Spirit's asking you for laughter. They want you to laugh. They want you to maybe watch some comedy or give yourself a moment to giggle, a moment to like express yourself and just enjoy something. What else do we have here? What's the T for Aries? We have I was going to say rejecting. Wow. Sipping the tea. What's the tea, baby? We got reflecting. Creativity here. You're reflecting some sort of creativity that somebody has given you in the past. You could be copying somebody else, but there's this sort of like individuality that you're creating now from this. And it feels like it's your own flavor. It's your own warmth. It's your own temperature. Like you are creating something for yourself. And as you do that, somebody is hating on your glow up. Somebody is hating on your shine. Your light irritates their demons. And somebody could be watching you online or connecting with you in that way because you are glowing up. You are glowing up. You've got new opportunities, maybe new career opportunities, successful business that's going on. There's a love affair here that's being clingy, maybe from the past or maybe that you're dealing with right now. And they're suffering in silence. I feel like if you're suffering in silence from anything right now, this is the time to reflect on it and readjust your direction. There is no need to suffer. We can enjoy this entire projection. Now I'm itchy. Your love cards. Worth waiting for. Codependency. Let go of control issues. Release your ex. engaging in something different with engagement. And very soon you will understand that something was deceptive to you. Very soon you will understand what to trust. I think that you're healing family issues right now. You're releasing control issues where you felt like, if I don't hold on to it so tightly, it's not going to happen. But if I release it too much, I feel like it's not going to happen either. So like, what's going on? There's a codependency on a certain feeling that you've been feeling here, but Spirit says that your soulmate is here, or your soulmate is coming in. Make space, make room. Let's go ahead and get you a Spirit Message Oracle card. Keep moving forward, even if you're unsure of your next step or where it might take you. Trust that you are walking the path that you're meant to walk. Oh, remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. Aries, period. Leave me a comment and let me know how this resonated for you. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Taurus, in the next 48 hours, your speculations are changing. I also can see that you have been cutting ties with a certain sense of yourself. I think that there's been a lot of lack of truth, a lot of pushing away of the truth here, which is the key. Communication is key. A lot of pushing away. And I feel like it's almost put you in a position of discontent and boredom, lack of magic. Where's the magic? Where are my dreams? What do I want? There's a lot of that energy that's coming in here, and I feel like it was all due to speculation. It says chasing quick gains and ignoring long-term stability. I don't think that's you, but I mean, if maybe you went through a moment. Overestimating potential returns and underestimating risks, right? It's like a hot air balloon that's like ready to pop at any moment. You're like, let's go. So I feel like as well as that, there is this sort of cutting ties that's going on right now with a social mask, something that you've been wearing here. This did come out in reverse, so I'm going to read this message instead. It says, we may seem different on the surface, but underneath my mask, we are more similar than you think. I wish I could show you the real me. Wearing a mask to hide true emotions and avoid vulnerability. Offering surface smiles to hide a deeper pain. This has been going on for far too long, and it's about time that we shift, switch, and readjust it. There's a long-term change that's coming in right now where your heart is coming back online. You're realizing that there's so much more creativity that you can access, that you can gain, that you can become, or whatever. And your intuition has been leading you to this the whole time, which is going to lead you to more victory and success. That's exactly where you're headed towards right now. There is a Casanova energy coming in here that could be asking you to maybe almost like abort mission, focus on this instead. So it could be attention from other people. It could be getting accolades from other people instead of giving them to yourself. And this is where Spirit's like, this is not going to be enough if you get it from other people. We need to give it to ourselves. Keeps a safe distance and avoids being emotionally vulnerable. There it is again. Easily distracted by new attractions and unable to stay loyal. Enjoys the thrill of multiple lovers and never settles down. We don't need that. You have a patience that nobody else can acquire. Even if they try to, you can't pay for your patience. And what you have to be able to allow yourself to flourish is what's really going to move you forward. It's what's really going to make you climb up the steps. You could be seeing a lot of synchronized numbers right now. I've got a lot of 9s here actually, but anyway, and 21, this is a whole new life for you. You're moving forward into a new direction that maybe you didn't have the ability to see before, because there was like a lack of forward facing identity. It's almost like there was like a lot of past energy that was going on here, a lot of history that had been coming up, and I feel like there's a new routine coming in here. I also feel like if you've been through a long-term relationship, you're looking towards the future now. There's also like, I don't want to say regret, but there's like a lot of emotions, a lot of layers that are uncovering themselves right now as far as like a long-term relationship is concerned. Wow, I am itchy. Maybe a marriage or maybe like a specific routine that you used to have before. This is all changing now. Let's go ahead and see what the T is for you. What is the T for Taurus? Shine. Somebody hates your shine. I feel like maybe you were uninterested in your own shine, and now that you see it, it's like, wow, what is this? So you could have faced some sort of uninterested energy. Your light irritated their demons, and you're cutting ties with anybody who maybe made you feel like you were not good enough, or that your shine shone different. I don't know, bro. Love is on the brain now. Love is on the brain. There could be some spiritual hater energy going on, and reflecting is what's necessary here. This is where you're realizing what it is that you want long term. You're not going to marry for money. You're not going to allow anybody to marry you for money. You also don't want any more romantic love affairs because that makes you broke. It makes you in charge of your, wow, I'm so itchy. Somebody could be talking about you, but this could make you feel like you're in charge of your vessel. So there's like vesselless. Be careful right now with sharing your body, with sharing anything, because it does feel like there could be disease involved in some way, shape, or form, or somebody is trying to put that on you. There's some stalker vibes here. There's a lot of envy going on with what you've had, what you have, or what you are. And Archangel Michael is here to protect you from this envious stalker energy here. Be careful with what you're accepting, because there's a dirty offer on the horizon. I feel like somebody's hooked on you. It's psychopathic energy. Let's not let that be you. There's a lot of tension going on and a lot of longing for who you are and who you've been to somebody. Let's get you a love card now, my love. What do we have for Taurus? Can we get a love card? Express your love. This could be the one. Unrequited love. Remember that we want unconditional, not unrequited. Unrequited is there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Here we've got that this person could be the one. And if we're looking at like really like just physicality or just this or just that or whatever, it could like really avert you from the mission. So Spirit's asking you to express your love here. Now let's go ahead and get you a Spirit Oracle card. Be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception. And that's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. We have one more. Don't place limits upon yourself. Oh, where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Don't place limits upon yourself. You are an infinite being with unlimited potential. You can have and be anything you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone else to. This is your life. Live your truth and remain heart-centered at all times. Taurus, I hope this resonated with you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how it did. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Gemini, in the next 48 hours, it looks like your interests are changing. You are readjusting what it is that you're interested in. It looks like you were taking a new oath to something that is a lot more targeted to what you can accomplish. It does feel like you were taking a lot more power within yourself here, but there is a balance. It feels like half of you is very animalistic to get to the goals that you want to get to, and the other half is super wisdom oriented. So you've got this sort of balance that's going on here, and it feels like you were putting your hands on top of this new seed in order to really in depth grow those roots to make something happen, to get the fruits of your labor here. And across distances is coming out here. This could have to do with love, but this could also have to do with your own goals. This is something serious. We also have family ties here too. So maybe like across distances, I don't know, this could be like ancestral stuff. This could also be, I don't know, learning about your lineage. This could even be like learning more about your like familial ties here. I don't know, something about that. But even you know, at the highest layer, this could just be really giving yourself more time with your family, like the immediate ones. I think that there's victory and success here. The miles may seem vast, but the connection transcends space and trust that what's meant to be, that's what's meant for you will find its way. Certain events are impossible to avoid, and they drastically shape your future. Embrace the uncertainty, knowing that serendipity works in your favor, and that's exactly where you are right now. There's some sort of victory and success that you're getting, like over distances, like over a distance of time. Maybe you're getting paid for work that you've already done, or getting like accolades for work that you've already done. Something like that is happening here, because it seems like you are rising up in your levels, and this is where the spotlight is. You could have felt at one point there was no exit, like this is all I'll ever be, this is all I am, there is nothing more than this, and this is where the safety and security comes in, and it almost makes me feel like there is home here, there is sustenance here. So let's go ahead and get you your tea. I feel like you could be receiving an apology. Somebody could be apologizing for some harsh or rash actions that were going on here. Somebody is like a cat. So it's like they come in for attention and they release themselves when they no longer want it. So it's like very cat vibes going on. Same shit, different day, ain't shit, and hooked. You could have been hooked on the same thing every single day. And this is where I feel like there's this sort of change, this sort of transitional period that you're going through that is asking for something else, that is asking for something different. So let me go ahead and get one more here for you. Cutting ties. One more, my ass. Stalker, stop. Do you have a stalker, dude? I'm finished. Oh my gosh. But you're protected. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got psychopath out here. Somebody's giving you fake smiles. You know that you're wasting time with this person. You know that whoever it is that's faking this smile, like you're wasting time investing in them. There could be some sort of stalker vibes that are going on here and you're cutting ties from them. I think that there's a longing for you and this person is feeling a lot of tension. They could have been like very psychopathic, psycho-ish, and there's envy that's coming from them. But Archangel Michael is here to assist and is like, bro, I got your back. Chill. They ain't got nothing on you. They can't get you. They can't get to you. That's the vibe that they're giving here. Let me get a love card here for Gemini. We've got getting to know each other and flirt. You could be super flirty within the next 48 hours, giving yourself a little bit of time and space to kind of like express yourself the way that you want to. And I think that you're allowing yourself to get to know different people. You could even be finding out what true love actually is or what chemistry is in this sort of sense. Like I said, you're freeing yourself from something that was really keeping you tied down. So your spirit oracle messages, it's time to stop letting worry rule you. Instead, get excited about your future and what it will bring. What energy and emotion you put out comes back to you. With a little conscious effort on your part, that happy ending can and will be yours. Believe that. Gemini, you better vibe. I love it. All right, hold on. You got another one. If you find yourself stuck in a situation you're unhappy with, ask yourself, why are you still there? Is it fear of the unknown? Leaving toxic situations or people can be the best thing that you could do for your soul and your spirit. Be fierce. Oh, sheesh. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonated. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Cancer, in the next 48 hours, you are realizing that you have been overloaded. There is messages, information, understanding, changes, realizations that are happening from all different types of directions, and I feel like there's been an overload. There is something that is coming through right now for you. It feels like a breakthrough. It feels like and it could be a breakthrough understanding, a breakthrough intellect, breakthrough of realizing that somebody's been peeping on you because you're fucking winning, baby, and you're making a shit ton of money. You could be making more money right now. You could be elevating right now, and you could be also realizing that somebody is watching you while you do that, but that does not disrupt the fact that you have been overloaded. There is something here that is bringing you into a position of realizing that there's a fatal blow. There's danger up ahead. The doctrine of mutuality, assured destruction, prevents conflict. Irreversible damage is in sight, and facing the conflict head-on could have prevented total destruction. And that is putting you into a position of, am I safe? Am I not safe? What is safety? Maybe you guys are watching too much of the news. Maybe you guys are realizing that if we don't handle something head-on, that it will... There's some issues here. Shotgun bang. What's up with that thing? I want to know. How does it hang? Material harvest is going on here. We've got warning. Firing a warning shot as a sign of authority and control. Skips necessary steps to gain an advantage. And here it actually says, process involves too many steps and slows down progress. It almost feels like because you're overloaded, you want to skip some steps. And this is where Spirit's like, no, this is not the case. We need to realize that the harvest is a process. You have to water them every day. You have to check on them all the time. You have to unearth them. So this is where Spirit's saying, do not skip steps right now. I cannot wait to get some more information. Spirit's also talking about a false flame that's going on here. We've got new beginnings on the horizon where you might feel like you're in unknown territory. But luckily for you, you are traveling very lightly. There is not a lot that you're taking with you baggage-wise. And it feels like you are finding some sort of victory and success. If you guys have dealt with a third-party situation through a false flame, this is where you're finally heading towards your new beginning and realizing that victory and success is on the horizon. But if you guys are just realizing this now and you're peeping game and you're realizing, I'm the number one here, I don't need to do this, I can sleep well without this, and I know my destiny involves so much more than this sort of locked up ass bullshit. This is where you are finding this sort of solace right now for yourself. I also think that within this transaction, within this transition, you're realizing who it is that you do or don't want to connect with. You're finding out what real love is for you. Now let's see what the T is. What is the T for Cancer here? What is the T for Cancer? Lust, ego. Lust and ego is coming into the picture here. Something heavy. Greed, by any means necessary, inconsiderate. Hurt ego, ego getting in the way of relationships, etc. I don't know if this is for you or for somebody else. And this is the energy that's coming through. What else do we have for Cancer? What is the T for Cancer? Healing. There's healing that's going on now. Even if somebody is talking mess, you're healing through that, through self-care, through introspection, through meditation, through your energy of wanting to heal. But I feel like that's the need. That's a whole need of it first, like you have to want to. I also feel like something is threatening you, or you feel threatened by a certain situation or some sort of disillusionment that could be happening right now, especially with that overload. If you're going through a distancing, a divorce, ghosted, or in separation, these people are still into you and they want to bring harmony to the situation. They just haven't done it yet. They could be talking shit as a last resort. Let me get you some love cards here for Cancer, please. Engagement. Release your ex. Releasing who you know you have to release. I'm not going to tell you. You already know who you have to release. That's coming in here, and I do feel like you're engaging more with the new era. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's exactly what it looks like. Whatever it is that you've been through before, it is ascending to something higher. Somebody else is paranoid about that, almost trying to give you a bad reputation about it, but you are engaging in the right things now. Your Spirit Oracle card is, if you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, ask yourself, why are you still there? Is it fear of the unknown? Leaving toxic situations or people can be the best thing you could do for your soul and for your spirit. Be fierce. Cancer, let me know how this resonates in the comments. I love you so much. I'll talk to you later. In the next 48 hours, it looks like you're being distracted here. It feels like there's a little bit of manipulation that's coming about, or maybe now you're finally noticing. And it's like you're driving your own car, which is like you deciding where you want to go in your life, and it feels like there could be manipulation that's going on here. It almost looks like the same exact guy here. Two different chicks. I don't know what the vibe is there, but it feels like somebody's asking you to trust them. We even have oath here, and then we have malfunction, which is a whole nother vehicle. So it feels like you've been somebody's been trying to readjust your vehicle on what you should invest in, what you should do, and you're the star of the show, baby. So how dare them try to readjust you, because we know they're not the star. There's some sort of commitment that's going on here, or that you've committed to, and Spirit's saying that like maybe they've put you under like a checklist or a checkbox that you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can be that. It feels like very unrealistic. It says unfair assessments and rarely sees the full picture, focuses on shortcomings and misses out on potential. And this is where you're asking big questions. You're hoping for a positive response, and it feels like decisions are approaching right now for you to be able to make some sort of decision. I feel like by Christmas, this is going to be something very big for you. You're making some huge changes right now. You're saying, you know what? You don't get to have your hands on my wheel anymore. I decide where I go. I am the driver of this vehicle. You've had this spiritual enlightenment, the spiritual understanding, and the spiritual growth that you've been experiencing. And I think that something has put things into perspective for you. Where the target is, maybe how much you're worth, maybe your ability to bring light to a situation and to spotlight something that's actually important to you. And I also feel like there's like this whole new era of love that's opening up that you are finally grounding yourself on. You've got a really strong backbone now. You are safe and secure within yourself, and you're ready to open up to love that's real. Maybe this is you letting go of something from the past. I'm not sure. Let's see. What's the T for Leo, please? What's the T? Wolf in sheep's clothing. What did I say? What did I say? Love triangle, multiple people. I don't know if you guys are dealing with the third party. This person is bankrupt anyway. This situation is bankrupt anyway. It's a dirty offer. You already knew it. You're a queen rising, babe. Stepping into your power. Praised. Coming up, spotlight. What did I say? What did I say? Exactly. You're moving on from, oh my goodness, we did not just see an offer here. Look at that. Dirty offer and an offer. You know that whatever it is that somebody else is offering you is completely bankrupt. And it's either energetically bankrupt, it's emotionally bankrupt, or it's financially bankrupt. Either way, it's not meant for you. And you know that you are the life of the party. You are the heart of the zodiac. There's absolutely no way that you can take anything that is not meant for you. You could have a cyber bully that's watching you online, on screen, in your socials, something like that, because you are rising up to be the queen that you're meant to be. I feel like there's a new marriage vows, aka Serious Joy on YouTube. Christopher Witecki calls it marriage. This is the marriage to yourself, and that's exactly what you're readjusting right now. You're marrying yourself. You don't need an offer from anybody else. Let's get you a love card and see what the vibe is for love, please, for Leo. Finances and career. Here we go. And we also have engagement. We also have new love. We also see religious factors, but I do feel like there could be engagement here with a new sort of love for yourself, a new sort of love for life, a new sort of love for what it is that you can experience in your life. Finances and career will be greatly affected by that. Now let's get you a spirit message oracle card, please, for Leo. If your mindset is fixed, try to free yourself from that and rise above it. Don't place limitations on what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish in all ways. Welcome abundance in all forms into your life. Your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Make decisions rationally but sensibly. Leo, let me know in the comments how you feel about this. I can't wait to talk to you. I love you so much. Talk to you later. Bye. Virgo, in the next 48 hours, you are realizing that there is not a need for you to overreact if there is quote-unquote bad news. You may need a digital detox, baby, because right now it feels like there's this sort of overreaction, this overindulgence, it's over the top, and it needs to be over, period. So I feel like there's like a digital detox that's coming up. Don't do it yet until the video is done, okay? Thank you. It feels like you've been around this path over and over and over again, where either it's something online, or whether it's the news, or whether this is some sort of understanding of somebody else's life, whatever it is, dude. But you are gaining this sort of expansion of the mind where you realize, like, that's not it. That's not how I want to feel about seeing things like this. You were kind of put into a box before. You were almost like your thinking was reserved or something like that. Spirit is also letting you know that at this point you could have your happy ending. You can get what it is that you want right now. And I want to say that if there's been a broken bridge here where you've felt like, oh my gosh, I can't get over this, or I won't be able to reach that goal, I won't be able to expand any further than where I am right now, this is where you're realizing that there's safety here. There's security here. There's a different way of looking at it that could make you understand that not only, sure, the bridge is broken, but does that not mean we can fix it? Does it mean that you can't jump it? That maybe we can go back and take a different route? Like, instead of just looking at the problem and being like, oh, what's the solution? I can't find the solution, without any safety or security. Now you're getting safety and security within yourself, and you're looking at the problem differently. That's allowing you to find this sort of solution. I feel like you're taking a lot of wisdom from this, and it's opening up your options on the directions that you can take, how you can express, how you can react. So all of those things are changing. I feel like you may feel a little bit lonely throughout this sort of transitionary period as you put your heart online, as you recognize your heart, and as you realize that you're the knight in shining armor for yourself before you're that for anybody else. You are the knight in shining armor for yourself first. And you're taking leadership in that. I also feel like there's a lot of independence that's coming through for you right now, and you're realizing, like, I'm a sovereign thinker. This is a gift. This is a gift. You being a sovereign thinker is bringing you so much more luck here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We have gift and surprise right underneath it. That's insane. This is a surprise for you. I feel like there's more monetary gain to be had from this. Be careful falling into certain thought processes or certain beliefs that bring you into a way of thinking that is not supportive of you. Avert that path. Abort mission. Those thought processes are not going to be helpful for you, my love, and this is the time to readjust that thinking. Can we get some tea for Virgo, please? What is the tea for Virgo? Hustling. Right now you're hustling. I feel like you're hustling in a different sort of way. I think you're removing yourself from people who are clout hungry or who are masked. And now you're saying, like, I'm hustling. I want to have the best. I want to make it rain. I want to be focused on what it is that is actually going to bring me long-term fulfillment. Even if you're hooked on something, or even if you've been hooked on something, this is where that sort of release comes now. You kind of unhook yourself, and it feels very slow. It doesn't feel like a very rough sort of process. It feels gentle. Like you're gently finding your independence. You're softly finding the truth. You're softly realizing that ain't shit. Whatever it was that you wanted. And I think that there's been a lot of consequences to your actions, but actions of others as well. And if you were hooked on something, or if you noticed that you were like attached to something that you shouldn't have been attached to, this is where you're seeing other people going through those situations, and Spirit's bringing you that experience like firsthand, so you can see what it looked like for you. Spirit's cock blocking karmic friends, karmic situations, and a way that would have gotten you bankrupt. I think that you're working on boundaries right now, and you're realizing what it's going to take for you to be established. What type of karmic patterns need to be shattered in order for you to be more established. Let's get you a love card for Virgo, please. Retreat. You could be retreating from something right now, or you could be wanting to go on a retreat, or you could be feeling like you retreat from certain sort of areas in order for you to find like a heart-to-heart connection. This could be the one. This could be the direction. This could be the time that you do it. This could be the moment that you decide, is what Spirit's saying. And love spans to many different areas. I also feel like children could be helpful right now. Maybe childlike energy, or the softness, or the I don't know, like the enjoyable time that children have, something like that. Let's get a Spirit Oracle. Oh, that's ridiculous, Virgo. I got it. You are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You've been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve. And these prayers will be answered soon. I love you, Virgo. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this goes. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Libra, in the next 48 hours, you are realizing that you are not on a deadline. And I mean a deadline for many things. This is for love, for support, for this, for that thing that you wanted, for that goal that you want to achieve. There is no deadline. Time for you is becoming an illusion. And thank God, because, and it feels like it's coming in very quickly too. Like it's a quick sort of like boom, boom, boom. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, have I been worried about this whole time? And I feel like the worry has almost been pushing it back. Like whatever it was that you wanted, it was like you being worried for it, or you being worried that it was or wasn't going to come or whatever, has pushed it back. So I do feel like this could have to do with relationship. This could have to do with connectivity. This could have to do with a certain career aspect. This could have to do with your spiritual understanding, or understanding in general, or some sort of material gain. But either way, maybe even friendships. But either way, the thing is that you've been condemning yourself. You've been pointing the finger at yourself. You've been feeling this unimagined sort of pressure that you've been putting on yourself for what feels like, I'm not going to say nothing, but it's just like we could have maybe taken a different route. And I think that that's what we're doing right now. There is a happy ending coming for you right now, where you realize that the success you've been looking for in whichever way, shape, or form has been here the whole time. There is no mimicking. What you have, what you can be, what you can acquire has been here the whole time. And Spirit would like you to reach out first. In other words, get your ducks in a row on what it is that you want, so it can come in quicker. Now, like I said, this could be with relationships, with finances, with personal development, with career, with understanding either spiritually or personal, with not wanting to be lonely anymore, with connections that you have here, or even friendships. And in every way, shape, or form, if you were to, at this moment, now, you know, sometimes you're better than others, but I feel like right now you'd be really strong, very intentional. If we can be intentional right now, would be so, so helpful. Spirit wants you to reach out to them first and let them know what it is that you want at this moment. Please do it. Let's see what comes in, and please leave it in the comments, whatever it is. I also feel like there's a little bit of gossip that's going on here for you or around you or with you. Unfounded allegations, damaged reputations and trust. Whispers of gossip cause confusion and spread misinformation. Don't be a gossiper. Allow yourself to kind of see what's going on and allow the information to kind of like mold itself to what the actual truth is. The truth is going to come to you no matter what. Let's see what the tea is here for Libra. Jeez Louise. Well, whatever's toxic right now, you are like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You're like cock blocking it here. You're whatever's toxic drama, argumentative energy, incompatibility, you are completely rejecting it right now. You're saying no thank you to all the gossip or to certain people in your life that are wanting to be gossipy. I don't think it's a good time to do it. I feel like we can choose otherwise right now. It's going to be in your best interest. But I also feel like there's a jackpot waiting for you, baby. Ooh, it's like a win. You're winning something. You're heightening up your abilities. You're heightening whatever it is that you can be or whatever. And you're recharging. Breathe. Let go. Clear your mind. That's what's coming out right now. But unfortunately and always, it's so hard for me to do a reading for you guys. That does not involve jealousy, some way, shape, or form. So here it is. Somebody is hating on your light. Your light irritates their demons. So just be prepared for that. I do feel like there's somebody here that's irritated by your transition, your transformation, and whatnot. And at this point, you're like, you can steal my creativity all you want. You can try to be me as much as you want, but I am completely uninterested in whatever it is that you have to hold or like whatever it is you have to offer. Like it is not for me. Let's get a love card for Libra, please. You could be in separation with somebody right now. I feel like very soon you're going to get some information about what's been going on in this sort of separation. And the time apart that you guys have been taking is bringing you to a new sort of enlightened sense of who you are and what you can be in a relationship. Now, we've got Spirit Message Oracle cards. You have 2. Learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. Ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. Find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full. Follow your heart and always trust your intuition. Go deep within and find your triggers and address them one by one. Self-healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself. I hope this was helpful, my love. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonated. I love you. Bye. Scorpio. In the next 48 hours, you are going to realize that you've been lied to. You have been disillusioned, my love. There is deception that's going on here with your need or insatiated, not satiated, this need for taking care of things at a certain time, wanting things done at a certain time, wanting things done in a certain way, holding on to the hands of time, making sure they don't move too far away from you. Time's relentless advance grapples with the irreversibility of time and its permanent impact. Understands time's relentless, that's the word, anyway, advance, and the impossibility of reversal. There's a pressure that's going on here. There's a history that's coming up. There's a woulda, shoulda, coulda type of vibe that could be happening here for you. And this is where Spirit's like, no, you've been saving. You've been putting gold coins into this little piggy bank for all this time. What you are becoming now is everything that you wanted to be, everything that Spirit has made you out to be. There's nothing lost, only gained. Spirit's saying that there could be a little bit of stress that's going on due to this. There's a lot of like, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. There's a lot of what if this, what if that, what if I had made that decision, what if it had gone this way. There's a lot of that coming up here. And I do feel like instead of bringing yourself down Because honestly, even if you do go down the rabbit hole or whatever, and you're like, everybody else did this, but I did this instead, and I was going against the crowd, whatever. Even down there, you will find a brand new fire for you. So even if you do go down there, which I do not recommend, I feel like there's a better path to take. But even if you do go down there, there's going to be a beautiful fire for you to take. But aside from that, I do sense that a lot of you guys are instead using this as wisdom, putting it in your book of wisdom and realizing that your intuition has been guiding you this whole time. Spirit has been here with you this entire time. And everything that you've experienced, saw, or seen, went through, known, everything has been something to put in your book of wisdom. This is not wasted time. Nothing has been wasted whatsoever. I do also feel like there's a twin flame energy that's coming in right now, and it's almost like pulling you out of a certain depression, a certain emotion, a certain way of thinking or not thinking here. I also feel like you're bossing up because of this. You are becoming someone so much more in your creativity. And creativity doesn't have to be like painting an art piece, but this is like expressing yourself differently. In Scorpio, boy, oh boy, do you know how to express. So I do feel like there's new ideas coming up, and there's this new sort of identity that you're like cozying up with now that has nothing to do with this fear of procrastination, fear of what the past happening again, or fear that you've missed out on something in some way, shape, or form. What is the T for Scorpio here, please? Recharge. This is what Spirit's asking you to do right now. Breathe, let go, clear your mind. There's a need to, and water is emotions, right? So all of that water, even though she's at the beach, it's so calm. There's not a lot of crazy waves there. So I do want to say that like you're almost like reducing stress. You're reducing how much pressure you put on yourself on a daily basis. I also feel like somebody here could be crying over you. Somebody who had a hopeful situation, somebody who wanted something from you, who wanted things to go a certain way, I don't know. And I will also say that once you brighten up, once you lighten up, energies will not like the light. They'll hate it before they're inspired by it, okay? So your light is irritating somebody else's demons right now. They could be forcing something on you, or you could be feeling forced to shine your light, or to be more, or to be better. You could have been dealing with a narcissistic person who is super duper toxic, dealing with scarcity tactics like, well, you won't get this if you don't do this for me, or I won't be here for long. I don't know. There's a lot of toxic bullshit that's going on. I feel like other people are dealing with their karma, karmic friends, karmic environments, karmic situations, and you are turning into like this sort of boss daddy. You're hitting the jackpot because you're rejecting this sort of negative energy right now. You're not letting it like almost like infiltrate you. You're ready to move on to the next thing. Let's get you a love card here for Scorpio, please. Very soon. So I feel like finances and career, past life relationship is finally bringing itself to a position of where you're like, oh my God, this is the one. Like, this is it right here. You're finding a cozy spot where you can be yourself, where you can exist quietly is what I'm getting. You can exist in the way that you want to. You can be loud in the world, but quiet in this corner. And you are so comfortable there. Let me give you, and that's happening very soon. Let's get you a Spirit Oracle card. Look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Instead, focus on everything you have achieved so far. It's okay to acknowledge your weaknesses, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. All right, Scorpio, leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonated in the chat. Don't forget to leave me your birthday as well, so we can find your birthday twin. Kay, love you. Bye. Sagittarius, in the next 48 hours, it looks like you are really removing yourself from something that was almost like puppeteering you. Something that was like keeping strings on you, holding. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it could have been a Casanova. Maybe it was a Casanova vibe, baby. Maybe you were like, yeah, I want all the ladies, or I want all the gentlemen, whatever. It just felt like this sort of dynamic, this sort of process here has put you in a position to like push away the truth. Here you can see that we've got the throat chakra here. which is communication. It's also truth. So you're like pushing away the key, which is communication, and you're moving into a sort of new phase that's going on here. It almost looks like you're stepping into some unknown territory going on here, and the freaking strings are gone. The strings are off. And now you are like free. There's like a freedom coming to you right now. And it also feels like there could have been this sort of energy here where there's a heartache and loss. There's like it almost feels like, oh no, I've lost this for good. I've lost it forever. But in reality, it's opening up a window for you that you've never seen before. And it's also bringing in a new sense of confidence, personal value, physicality changes here that could be happening for you as well. Like it's almost like empowering you to do something else or to do something more. That's removing you from this sort of comparison idea where you were thinking like, I am this, it's that. I actually want to read this puppet card to you. It says, trapped in a cycle of consumption and never satisfied. Shallow satisfaction from consumerism is short-lived. Monetary chains hold you back from true happiness. And monetary could have been like, I like having multiple physical people, physically, whatever. Or something along those lines, or maybe you were attracting somebody who was like that. And I feel like there's just like a huge change that's going on here. I think that you're upgrading, you're updating, you are evolving into something, into someone that's got this ability to expand in a different way, to grow in a different way, and to almost like appreciate yourself differently too. I also think that your heart's online now, so there could be a little creativity going on, baby. This is creativity, but this is also sexuality, baby. So vibes also, but with these two together, that could also mean pregnancy. So I guess be careful if that's not the vibe. But aside from that, I do see that there's like a lot of success that's coming your way right now within this sort of transitional area. Gift at the bottom of the deck. We've got successful gift coming in. It looks like a breakthroughs coming through, but that breakthrough could be bringing some unexpected events, unexpected news, breaking news of unexpected disputes and rising tensions, engaged in constant battles and facing relentless optimism. And I feel like what's going on is as you change, as you release one sort of sense of being and move into another, you get tested. And they're like, are you sure? Are you sure? So this could be that moment of like, are you sure? And you could be getting tested like, I don't know, you could be getting tested here. So just keep your head up, like stay focused on what the vibe actually is and what it is that you want to do and what you want it to look like afterwards, so you can keep your head in the game. Keep your head in the game. All right, any T for Sag. Let's go. We got shattered, broken, nightmares, failure. This is somebody else. I don't really feel like this is you. I feel like somebody else is shattered because you're changing, because you're readjusting. They could be a little bit of a hater. Today, I do feel like there's this is the moment. Good vibes in the moment will make a very big difference in the next one, in the next two moments. If you can find that happiness, that solace, that satisfaction in this moment, the next ones will be even better. There's a soulmate energy that's coming through here. We've got twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. There could be a little bit of isolation that's going on there right now, or you're looking for a little bit of isolation. If you're changing and, you know, releasing or whatever, you usually need a little isolation there. Oh, I'm gonna need to get one more, please, Spirit. We got burn bridges going on here. Time, delay, procrastination. Too busy. Too busy. Somebody's trying to impersonate this, especially if you're a feminine. They could be trying to impersonate your feminine energy. I'm sure you've already seen it. If it's going on, I'm sure you're like, that's weird. I have those same boots. That's weird. I have that same outfit. That's weird. That's my laugh. So I do kind of see that you could be noticing that somebody is trying to be like you, act like you, dress like you. They're like trying to copy you, like a lookalike vibe, I guess, but it's not, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's flattering in this case. But anyway, just take it as flattery anyway. But burn bridges and time. So it's over time that a bridge has burned. And I feel like whoever you've burned a bridge with, they're in their head right now. They're literally like ruminating over something, overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. Well, let's get you a love card. Codependency. That's great. Maybe we can get another one. Let's get one more. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. We've got some flirty energy here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're trusting yourself on a whole nother level. You're trusting your family on a whole nother level, or you're healing family trauma or family issues within yourself, which is allowing you to trust yourself more. So I love that, getting to know each other. forgiving and learning, separation, deception, and reconciliation. Watch out for somebody trying to reconcile with you at this point. If you feel like, that's not the one, it's not the one. It's not the time to like go backwards on what you believe you should or should, like what you, like don't go backwards on your word. Not right now, maybe later, but not now. Mercury's gonna go retrograde soon, you can go back then, but not right now. All right, keep moving forward. Your Spirit Oracle card. Keep moving forward, even if you're unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path you're meant to walk. Remember, we're walking it with you. Trust yourself more. Que te dije? All right, Sag, leave me a comment in the chat, in the comment section. Let me know how it resonates with you. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Capricorn, in the next 48 hours, I think that you are realizing that something has been lying to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person, but it is something. Something that's put you on a deadline. Something that made you feel like, I have to hurry up. I have to do it now. It needs to be done yesterday. What's going on? Focus on what can be done now and not what has been delayed. Break the cycle of procrastination with small steps. Thinks they're trapped in a procrastination cycle with no end in sight, and that is a lie. You have been deceived, my love. Your ability to gain what it is that you've been looking for. What have you been looking for? Probably sudden wealth. Look at that, a chest of money. You've also had wanting a routine, a specific routine, having some sort of passion in your life, and it's almost like this deadline cycle. It's a cyclical understanding that you have of like, it's got to be done this way, it's got to be done that way. There's a you're putting your hand into the mix here, and I think you're kicking its ass. I think that right now you're deciding like, no brain, I don't have to think that way. I don't have to believe it this way or believe it to be this way. Unsettled sleep brings out fatigue and reduced alertness. Your dreams hold messages. Let them guide your intuition. So I'm sure you're having some crazy ass dreams right now, but aside from that, it's also speaking of your routine. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, if you're always on a deadline, if you're always feeling like, yesterday it should have been done, I should have, and I would have, and this needs to happen tomorrow. And this is so there's a lot of sort of like, shakeups that are going on right now. I also feel like the inner child could be calling out to you as well, asking you for some more love and support from yourself in a way that maybe you didn't get it before, or a way that you're craving it again. So I do see some passion that's starting in for you here. Maybe there's been a lack of like heartfelt energy or heartfelt like direction or whatever, and this is where you get your hand into the mix and you're like, all right, that'll be enough. I need to nurture and love the things that are going to bring me actual fruits of my labor, which is your mind, your heart, your soul, not just that business that you work for, or the business that you have on your own, or the company that's asking you to make a whatever. This is your growth. You're readjusting your direction. This is a long-term change that I see going on here for you. And it almost feels like infidelity. It feels like, oh my gosh, am I being unfaithful to the goals that I had before? Am I not putting my the right foot forward? Am I putting the left? And it's like, you know what? Sometimes maybe we need to learn from that, because there's a little bit of consumerism that could have been going on here for you. Focuses on material wealth and neglects true happiness. Unending desire for more and satisfaction is elusive, which sucks, because it's like, dude, will you ever get to the end point? Like, what is the goal? Like, where is the happiness? Where will we be sufficient? Where is that? I feel like there's a lot of fake smiles that have been going on here for you. Can we get some tea here? Sip it up, baby. What's the tea for Cappy? What's the tea for Cappy? But yeah, I just feel like there's a big change that's going on here. We've got carless. Oh, sheesh, look at this. Okay, some of you guys might have lost your car, but aside from that, I feel we've got carless and established. They won't let me show them to you at the same time, clearly. It says no car repo, car issues, and that is with established, settled, secure, wealthy. That's the thing. Taking care of the physical body, taking care of yourself is what the main point is here. What is the car that drives you? What is the passion that brings that car, that gasses it up? Like, that's what's being focused on right now. So I do feel like there's a big shift that's going on within you. I think, oh, and look, we have thief in her car. And I also want to say that that's like like I said, physical body stuff, like your actual daily routine, what it is that you do on a daily basis, how you look at yourself and your life on a daily basis. Spirit says that there's an energy of being hopeful here, but this energy is going to continue to creep around you. So there's a need to set up some boundaries in a different way, because if not, this becomes abusive and controlling, that sort of side of yourself that's like, I need it now, I want it now. Look at his face, he's so intense. So this is where Spirit's like, no, let's readjust, let's realign and decide what it is that we want, because we don't need to go broke energetically. That's the last thing that we want. Let's get you a love card here. Can we get a love card for Cappy, please? So we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And whatever it is that's coming in for you is angelically guided. Oh my God, dude. Angelically guided. Love is like no other. Oh, and it comes in a time where you're like least expecting it, and it's like perfect. Oh, it's amazing. But Spirit's like, if you wanna make some space for it, it's about time to release our ex and remove ourselves, because whatever it is that's coming in for you now is more than worth waiting for. Now we're gonna get you a Spirit Oracle card, and we have Trust the Wait. I'm finished. Trust the wait. You're being prepared for your blessings. In order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things you're going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe. Love you, Cappy. Let me know how this resonated in the comments. Okay, love you. Okay, bye. Aquarius, in the next 48 hours, Spirit is offering a warning on what it is that you are committing to. This doesn't necessarily mean that it's a relationship, but this could be a commitment to a certain feeling, a certain thought, and even more so, a certain belief, because everything stems from our belief. Once you believe something, all decisions are being made from there. So I do feel like there's a danger in and being very gentle with what it is that you're committing to right now. There's going to be new information that's coming out here for you. It feels like a breakthrough idea, breakthrough understanding, breakthrough realization that's going on, even breakthrough communication, I guess it could be. Here it says, fatal blow. The doctrine of mutuality assured destruction prevents conflict. Irreversible damage is in sight, and facing the conflict head-on could have prevented total destruction. So this is where Spirit is bringing in your intuition, and it's saying, okay, listen, are you sure? And if you're getting second thoughts, second guesses, take extra time. There is absolutely no rush for you right now. And if there's something that needs to be abandoned or trashed, then trash it, because Spirit's saying that you are moving up, you are moving forward. And especially if you're trying to adopt a belief or a relationship or a situation or environment or something like that, that you know isn't going to be as supplemental as you think it will be in the moment, it's only because there's an inflexibility that's going on. There's a lack of being flexible, and it almost feels like you may think that you're here forever, like you'll always be on this step forever, but it's like Spirit saying, no, you're moving up. Have you been seeing synchronizing numbers? Have you been getting synchronizations in any other way? Like, this is giving you the enlightenment that you need, and Spirit saying change is happening now. Don't allow yourself to get wrapped up or involved in some sort of deception and envy and feeling like you're in solitude. If you are in solitude, this is the time to sort of reflect and see what it is that's going on within you right now. It's a big learning period, a learning curve. Something like that is going on here for you, Aquarius, and you are our innovator, so we need you to be on point, okay? So don't allow yourself to commit to something that isn't suitable for where you know you can be, because you're going to get there. Just because you're here right now doesn't mean that you're not elevating. What else do we have here? What's the tea for Aquarius? Oh my gosh, look at this. Things are like flowing out. So things could be flowing out. There could be maybe Spirit's asking you to look at your money. You could have holes in the boat for your money here. Spirit's saying that there is good chemistry, great vibes and positivity with a certain relationship here. But I would hate for it to like block, right? I would hate for it to block any sort of like progression that you're supposed to be making yourself. So I feel like that's the main point here, is like your own personal progression. Oh my God, it came out anyway. What the hell-y? That's nuts. Okay, what else do we have? What's the tea here for Aquarius? What's the tea? Oh my good. Somebody had to drop a card, right? Somebody had to drop a card. Ooh, we have karmics at the bottom of the deck. So third parties, haters, lesson learned. You've already learned your lesson for so many, and that's probably what you're abandoning here. That's probably what you're letting go of. Oh my goodness. Sure enough, we have bankrupt here. So if there are money issues that are going on right now, or financial issues, or monetary, like lack of monetary gains, that could be I don't know, dude. Bankrupt is coming in. But it could also be like an energetic bankrupt. It doesn't necessarily have to be finances, but I did see something like flowing out. So for some of you guys, it could be financial. For others of you guys, it could be like an emotional hole in the boat where it's like, I can't seem to keep it together. But I do see a really nice connection going on here, whether it's a business partnership, whether it's a real connection, or whether it's your masculine feminine side coming in. But we got boss daddy and we have queen rising, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, Big D energy, as well as stepping into power, praise, coming up, and spotlight. So there's a beautiful divine connection that's going on here, which is perfect timing to get a love card, baby. What do we have for Aquarius? New love. I'm finished. And this doesn't necessarily have to mean like it's brand new, it's fresh, but it's a new refreshing scent. It's a new refreshing flavor. It's a glass of water or lemonade when you're really, really thirsty. Like, there's a new layer opening up for love right now, and I think that it's stemming from you coming up into this this area of life where you are not afraid to let something go, or you're not opposed to adjusting or upgrading. Let me get you an angel oracle card, a spirit oracle card actually. If you pay close attention, you will notice that all the doors that once closed are now opening up, just in a different form. Things may not appear exactly as you had envisioned it. Okay, Aquarius, leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonated. I love you. Also, leave me your birthday in the comments, and I will see you later. Okay, love you. Bye. Pisces, in the next 48 hours, it looks like you are really rising above a lot of tension. There could be tension in certain situations here. We have caught in tensions. Feels a barrier to intimacy and unable to form close relationships, feels powerless in decision making and unable to influence outcomes. I don't think that that's the case for you here. Believe conflicts awaits at every turn and struggles to find common ground. I feel like this is something that you're overcoming right now, and you could also be noticing that somebody else is going through this now. So you're seeing almost like a reflection of what you were happening through somebody else here. I do also see a lot of gossip that could have been going around here about you, about others, or something along those lines. I feel like you're saying no to gossip right now. You are rejecting it as we speak. It also seems like you are finding out the truth about some gossip that could have been occurring about you, around you, towards you, something along those lines. And it feels like you're really bringing some sort of enlightenment to the situation. Now, this enlightenment is also like putting a spotlight on something. And as you put a spotlight on something, what happens? Everything around it gets darkened, right? Because that one thing is in the spotlight. So I do feel like you're maybe darkening some other areas here in order for you to stand your ground. This is through your intuition, knowing exactly what you have to do. It also seems like you could be standing alone here. You could be standing alone against the gossip, against the tensions, and moving towards rejection where other people don't. I feel like you are right now becoming the leader of what needs to be done right now. Now let's check in on the tea. What's the tea here for Pisces? Oh my gosh, literally cannot make this up. Talking shit. So somebody is gossiping here. Uninformed allegations, damage, reputations, and trust. Whispers of gossip cause confusion and spread misinformation. So there is misinformation that's being spread right now. It does feel like somebody is masked around you, hiding, concealing, being a little bit deceptive. This person could have a nightlife or gamble, or they could even like gamble with relationships, gamble with love, something along those lines. I do also want to say that you could be ignoring literally rejection. You could be ignoring a specific offer that's coming in your way right now. It does feel like there's some of this that's going on here as well. Somebody seems to be fake flexing for you or fake flexing against you, something along those lines. And this is where Spirit's saying, like, you are so unfazed. You don't need their offer. You have your own. So I do see this sort of elevation going on here. Let's go ahead and check in on love for you, Pisces. Deception. Holy sheesh. Let go of control issues. So if you feel like you needed to control, let's not be the one who's deceptive, right? But aside from that, if you've been dealing with any deceptiveness or deception, this is where I feel Spirit is requesting that you let go of control to make it so their lies come to the forefront for you. You don't have to go looking through the book. The page will open for you. You don't need to do that. Now I'm going to get you a Spirit Oracle message. Let's see what the vibe is for Pisces. You are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You have been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve, and these prayers will be answered soon. I love you, Pisces. Enjoy. Leave me a comment. Let me know when your birthday is, and enjoy your message.